Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to check out another one from Upper Hand Brewery. This is SISU Stout, barrel aged Finnish style stout. Is what this is called. Upper Hand Brewery is in the Upper Peninsula, owned by Larry Bell, or was. I'm guessing it still is. I think Larry only sold Bells. So this one is 10% ABV. Shelf life is unlimited. There is no sticker on here. This was packaged on 11/14/22. So here you go. I do not want to tip this upside down. You're going to have to try. Yeah, here. So hopefully that comes through. I'm going to set it down and we'll talk about it. So this was picked up at the general store. Bell's General Store in Kalamazoo. And they do this a lot. They will bring out older beers. A lot of Expedition Stouts, Black Notes, what else? Really anything that you can age. Anything that they made that's barrel aged, they usually keep a lot of it, and at certain times they'll put it out. So obviously Bell's didn't make this. Upper Hand did, but I think I'm going to say Jessica stopped by Bell's and picked this up about a month ago because we got the new, one of the new beers. I can't even remember what it's called. Eccentric Ale, the 2024 version, I think is what it was. I'll have to look. But so yes, this is at the time of recording. This is the very last day of December. So December 31st, 2024. You're probably going to see this in 2025. But so if we just say, what did I say, packaged on 11? Yeah, 11/14. So 2 years old. So let's go ahead and get this open, get it into a glass. This is probably been out of the fridge for about 20 minutes, I would say. Man, that is not very dark. Barrel aged Finnish style stout. Right? Barrel aged finished style stout. Okay. Very light chocolatey colored head. I'm looking at another. I'm looking at a Belgian dark over there that's got a darker head than what this one does. Yeah, like almost like a creamy light chocolate colored head on this. Pretty much all small bubbles. About almost a full finger of head. Yeah, definitely brown. At 10%. Are you guys seeing brown? You have to be seeing brown. Let me see if I can get this there. There you go. Definitely not black. Huh. Does it really matter? No, but 10% stout not being black? Let's go ahead and smell. Again, this is 2 years old, so I think if it was a wet barrel, that's probably going to go down. If the oakiness was a lot more, that's probably going to go down. I get a sweeter chocolate smell, light chocolate smell. There's a little oaky barrel in there, like tannin, wet wood. But I think that sweet milk chocolate or semi-sweet chocolate stands out the most. Maybe some getting into darker fruits, plum, fig. Very light though. That is about it. Maybe age didn't do this well. I mean, obviously, I didn't drink it back when it was first released, but let's go ahead and taste. It smells, I would say, like a barrel aged porter. I could see that lighter porter in that barrel taking some of that flavor away and putting that oakiness in there. So over years, yeah, maybe, but let's go ahead and taste. Tootsie Roll, like oaky tannin Tootsie Roll. If they made a wood flavored Tootsie Roll, this is it. Even in the aftertaste, it's like eating a Tootsie Roll, the aftertaste of a Tootsie Roll. Light chocolate, sugary, a little sugary, but that oaky tannin is definitely there. Dry in the back end, but it's almost like a light syrup chocolate up front, the front part of the palate, before that tannin oakiness really comes in. Maybe a little vanilla in there. Charred bitterness in the back end of the palate. I would say more like Hershey's chocolate in the back end mixed in with some of that wood. So I would say more chocolate forward than anything, more dessert style until that barrel kicks in there. I wanted to look at that again because it doesn't, and we'll look on Untapped. It's almost like it's a vanilla chocolate, like vanilla, like it's a bourbon barrel. It's not saying what kind of barrels, at least from what I've seen. Try not to look anything up. This might change it a little, but it kind of skips that coffee. You could say because it's a porter and it's got higher SRM malts, yes, it's got chocolate, yes, it's got coffee in there. But it bitter oak tannin, could you say that's coming from the coffee? Obviously, it's coming from the darker malts, but it's almost like the wood is bitter because I get a little heat from the alcohol. If I could stop burping. It's almost like I want to put that bitterness on that wood, not on like a coffee or a chocolate. Obviously, the roasted malts, the higher SRM malts, 500 SRM, yeah, you're going to get some ashy, burnt charcoal in there that can lead to the bitterness, which that's probably what it is. But because almost the back of the palate, going from that Hershey syrup to that charred, bitter wood, it's like burnt wood. Because that's the last thing I'm tasting. Overall, not bad. I think I would say it's probably lost some stuff. A little bit thin, medium body. I think because we just came out of Black Friday a month ago. So going to the Goose Island, the Bourbon Counties, I think those are thicker than what this is. Yeah, that's 14%. But this one, like medium body. Not in between medium and heavy, but medium, kind of lighter body for a 10% stout, or what I would want to see for a 10% stout. So on this one, I'm going to go 3.75. I think, yes, shelf life is unlimited, but I think this had to taste better when it was fresh. Just what I'm going with. So 3.75 out of 5. Let's check Untapped. Eight of my friends have checked this in 4.07. So that could be an indicator. 1,600 people have checked this in 3.94 out of 5. So flavors of chocolate, roasted coffee, caramel blended perfectly with a aged bourbon oak cast of vanilla and maple. Okay. Makes more sense. Did they put all that on the can? No. Good. Okay, that makes me... Now, I said it's not roasted coffee, but this is saying flavors of. But I think that chocolate and that roasted coffee is going to come from those higher SRM malts. So they're not using it. Caramel, I think in a stout like this, caramel's really hard to pick out. I don't, like, you would need a Belgian or what do they call it? A Belgian candy or something like that put in here, I think, to get caramel. Yeah, aged bourbon oak, characters of caramel and maple. Okay, yeah, that makes me, I don't taste the maple, but that vanilla. So I guess I was right saying I think this is a bourbon. So let's see if anybody said anything. Sweet maple and vanilla. I don't think they're, I mean, they could be, but maybe from the sweetness of it. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, unique barrel aged stout. So yeah, definitely worth picking up. I believe you're going to have to go to Escanaba, Michigan, to Upper Hand to get this, or go to the Bell's General Store in Kalamazoo. But yeah, definitely worth picking up and trying if you can get your hands on it. If you enjoyed this review, check out some more over here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, and I'll see you in the next video.